Well, you have certainly created a lane about what modern families look like on your own. And
Okay.
you teased to us that more babies were on the way. You said the stork's on the way.
The stork is on the way.
How many babies is the stork gonna drop off?
That would take all the fun out of it if I just gave you a number right now.
Okay, well so Bree, we know Bree, TAC.
Okay, I'm watching your math.
Okay.
What else you got?
All right, so now Abby De La Rosa is having a baby. Is she
Did she
having
say
a
that?
baby with you?
Did she confirm that? See, this is what I
Okay.
like to do. And it keeps me safe because I never like to generalize,
Okay.
right? So I allow the women in my life to kind of share their news
I got it.
on their own.
I got it.
So because then it doesn't make it look like I'm trying to get like publicity and stuff. But so when they're ready to speak on who and what and where, I support. But for now, I let them talk. But that's
Okay.
why I said the stork is on the way. We'll see how it trickles down.
If my over/under was 3,
Okay.
like, would I be
Close.
safe to bet
You would be close.
on 3?
You would be safe to bet on 3 in
I-
2022.
I would be safe to bet on 3 in 2022.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Well, we know Bree, so I have heard a couple. Abby, maybe you would have another baby with Alyssa.
You never know. That's the other thing, though, and like in all respect, and jokes aside, it's like the process of having a baby is so delicate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially with someone like that, you kind of want to, allow nature to take its course, and then when it's time, of course, I want to tell the world about all my children. It's just
Right.
like I give the mothers the respect to do it themselves, and then from there, that process is like. It's all fun and game because, as we know, we should allow women to speak on their
There you
bodies,
go.
and men should say nothing.
Well, one of the things that the mothers of your children have spoke on is what a dedicated and present dad that you are, and that you always show up. And you just took your little queen for a
to
zoo
the zoo
visit.
for the first time.
Come on.
She was, powerful, was all over the place. One, she's so independent. She doesn't like to be held or be in strollers or nothing. So she's like 1.5, just like taking over the zoo.
And then you had your twins, first steps.
Yeah.
Zion and
As you
Zoe.
say, I love children. I try to document everything like that.
I do wonder
Please,
if I'm just
ask
like
friends,
sitting.
you can ask
yeah,
anything.
I do wonder, how are you present for all of this stuff? How can you possibly be there enough for everybody?
I got a time machine.
Okay, I mean, I'm being serious.
No,
Nick.
okay. No, I mean, and it's not as difficult as people think it would be, but
Okay.
I understand because it's a very unorthodox scenario.
Yeah.
But it actually, I dedicate probably my entire day to my children. But I get to spend more time with my children every single day because of my world and my
Right.
business, my
And what
lifestyle.
you can do.
I wake up and I'm taking kids to school, to sensory classes,
Yeah.
where everybody else probably has a 9 to 5 and they got other things to do. So the way my day is structured, I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
So I take my kids to the office with me. There, as you see, we're doing stuff in the middle. We're going to the
Right.
zoo in the middle
Right.
of the week. You know what I mean? You get to experience certain things. So based off of the way school and summer and all that stuff works out, I'm present in
Okay.
everybody's life every day. So
Listen.
far, so good. I mean, not to say
Your
it's never
friend
gonna be
just had to
perfect,
ask.
but yeah, but like I'm there. Like my day is dedicated to my
your
kids, and
babies.
anybody who knows me is like, I'm up in the morning. I'm at Little League practice every day, basketball, boxing, martial arts, ballet. Like we do it all, and I'm at that stage in my life where that's my life.
Okay.
I love it, and this stuff is cool too. But I can't wait to experience all of this with the
And
family.
bring your babies here.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Okay, so you also have to know, you have to schedule when to be in the delivery room.
Yes.
Where and how do
That
you...
one gets a little,
Right.
because that's my goal is, and there is times, and even in the future, there's my productions know like,
Yeah.
yo, when it's happening, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make, and like, cause I was, from touring, and I was scared and all of those things, but God looks out for me. So far, so good. I haven't missed one yet.
We talked to Bree not too long ago. We did an
Okay.
interview with her, and she said, you guys work it all out. You do work out the schedule. Sometimes you guys go through the assistant.
Like he makes the schedule work. We all can go through the assistant to make sure it's on the calendar if there's something important.
Now,
I
I
wanted
said,
to talk about this, Nischelle.
I said Mariah Carey is not calling anybody's
I
assistant,
so
and I
wanted
know
to talk
it.
about that. I'm glad
Okay.
you brought this
Please
up.
do.
I think what she was trying to say And you know, we're in the world of sound bites
Yes.
and clickbait. What she was saying is based off of what we just said.
Right.
My children have busier schedules than I do.
So they give you the schedule. It's not
Yeah.
like they go to the assistant and
No,
say,
it's like,
can I
but
do?
It's organization, because
Okay.
obviously we all do have things going on throughout the day, and with there being so many people involved, we got to make sure we're on the same page, because I don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
So that's the schedule we're talking about. So no one has to call
Okay.
my assistant to get to me.
You had to break some news yesterday, so now I got to get into it with you.
What did I do now?
Okay, I'm going to get into it. This is
All
what
right.
you said. You said you will never have a love like Mariah Carey. And if you had the opportunity again, you would be there.
See, let me give you the context.
Okay, give me
Nischelle.
some context before I go in.
First off, it was a game that was being played that I
Okay.
probably shouldn't have been playing. It was called Spin the Block. Come on, that's my fantasy love. That's somebody I will always love. Like
I know that.
I guess because I'm a true romantic. I will never have a love like I have with Mariah.
Yeah.
But if I had the opportunity to, if it could be the way that it was, I'm there.
They were just naming random people that, you know, the world is known that I've been involved with.
Yeah.
And I just was saying very nice things about everybody involved. But it
Okay.
wasn't like it was like my please take me back message. It was like, yo, if whoever it was, and I tried to say positive things about everybody that they showed, and that I truly feel that way. I mean,
I was gonna say, but off the camera, you've told me before that Mariah was your dream girl, and that after being divorced, you could never get married again.
never. But that's why I say if you pay attention to what I was saying, I was talking about the fantasy of it all. And I was like, yo, if I could have that same vibe of where I was at that state of my life and that age, of course I would do that all over again. But clearly there's a lot going on in my
Right,
life now that's
right.
completely different from there. But in that game, we were just playing spin the block, and that's what I said.
So-
and that's true. Everything I said is true.
All right, so I'll drill down on it.
Yes.
Were you saying that you did want to get back together?
No, I was playing
Okay.
spin the block.
Okay, is the door still open, at least cracked?
Mariah don't want me. You
I
just show
love
up
me
with
some
all my
Mariah.
1,000 kids, like, hey, I'm
Daddy's
back.
home, right? You did call that relationship a fairy tale.
It
And
is,
for
yeah, it
us watching, it was a bit of
It
a
was
fairy tale
amazing,
moment for
yeah.
you guys. I remember when you were at Disneyland.
Yeah, we shut down
renewed your vows.
Disneyland.
Yes.
It's the perfect time where you may continue your happily ever after with true love's kiss.
Like, it was the kid's second birthday.
You were
so
Prince Charming.
and I had a little Prince Charming, and
Yes.
Monroe was little Cinderella, Mariah's big Cinderella. We were in the castle. It was amazing. Like I said, fairy tale memories. There's no way that I could ever have an experience like that again. And we're still so like close friends, the
Yeah.
best of friends, great parents together. So I appreciate, you know, that time in my life. Obviously, we've all grown and evolved and went separate ways, but it was still the biggest fantasy of my life.
I almost fell over when I saw the video that Mariah just posted of
Oh,
your
the-
daughter
yeah.
on the runway,
Getting it in with
just
Dolce
as
and
cute as
Gabbana.
she wanted to be. Did Mariah call you at all? Do you ever hear from her? Like, if you say something, do you ever hear from her? And like, Nick, what are you talking
No,
about?
it's what I don't hear from her. It's what I know I've done wrong. Like, hello?
Right.
Like, I must have said something again.
Right.